Welcome back to another video. It's the one and only Pocket, and today we're going to be talking about the Hive, so let's just get right into it. Y'all, the Hive is basically unstoppable. They do everything the audience wants them to do, all the players want them to do. Like, they're just perfect with it. So let's talk about this. I'm sure you guys have seen this on a couple other videos. A couple other YouTubers with like the little small updates that they've been adding, but I'm going to just explain it really quickly, and then we're going to talk about a little bit more things afterwards, so stay tuned. Anyways, they said this on the Hive forum, so small change roundup January 8th to March 10th. This is our third small change roundup where we feature changes not covered in individual update posts. Our main focus recently has been large game updates, replays, and new games, but there are still a bunch of new fixes, changes, and features. So they added a lot of little small features, but I'm only going to talk about Treasure Wars, Skywars, and SG. So this is what they said about Treasure Wars. Players can no longer build near shops, that's a W. Players can no longer stand inside shop NPCs. Ender Pearls will no longer kill players on teleport, instead will leave players on at least half a heart. Skywars parody. I'm sorry, I can't say the word. Bug fixes. Respawning players can no longer break blocks. Fixed custom server summoners having the wrong default setting. Fixed upgrade button messages for certain non-English languages. Boomboxes are now properly removed at the end of a game. So I actually really like those Treasure Wars updates a lot. The one I like the most though is, honestly, I like the Ender Pearl thing a lot, but seriously, like, the fact that players can't stand in the NPCs in the shop anymore is so good, because that was so annoying. So this is what they added with Skywars. You guys probably already know a lot of these. So yeah, they added the Sword of Embers, replacing the Fire Sword, added Crumbling Cobblestone. And then Knockback Nemo now applies vertical knockback rather than just horizontal. So that's why if you guys use like the Knockback Nemo, it's a lot different this time than it was before. But you already know all the other stuff. Now let's talk about the SG update. So this is the first set of changes to the new survival games update, currently in preview. We're constantly reading player feedback and more changes will come if required. So this is actually one they added a lot of. So increased rarity of boomboxes, increased rarity of activity trackers, increased rarity of flares, and they reduced the stack sizes of arrows, which is pretty good. And then also right here they put a developer note. So they said, we understand that the bow/arrow mechanics can feel overpowered. We hope we can have a deeper dive into damage bows do in the futures, because a lot of people do complain about like the bow being way too overpowered, so I respect that a lot. Alright, and then they added this update right here with the teleporters, guys. So basically the cooldown is now changed to 15 seconds, so it stops people from teleport hopping, and that's really good. Updated hologram to show remaining cooldown time. Spectators have a shortened cooldown. So with the flares, you can only have one supply crate from a flare that can be called in at a time, because people were just spamming it before. And if a supply crate is currently landing, you will be told that airspace is full. So I've actually noticed that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then they increased the hunger. So this is kind of experimental, but they increased the hunger rate while sprinting by 3.5 times. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, and then these are the last updates. It's not really big, so you guys can just pause it if you want to see the screen. But yeah, man, I just love these little updates that they've added. They were really underrated. I think the Treasure Wars one was really big. The Skywars, everyone was always talking about the Ember Sword and all that stuff. And then the SG updates have been really big time. I don't know why a lot of people, by the way, hate on SG. I actually really like the new update. I know that it does remind people a little bit of Skywars, but I don't know. I think it's just so much better than what the old SG update was, in my opinion. So I like it. Now, one thing I did notice that, they've been talking about and everyone's been talking about is the replay feature, man. Guys, if you don't know, replay feature, I'm pretty sure works. Like, I'm pretty sure they have it kind of ready, and it's just like in the background, but they obviously are just still testing it and stuff. But if this replay feature comes to life, man, and they're the first ones to do it on Bedrock, they're gonna blow up, man. They're unstoppable. They can't be stopped right now, y'all. Think about it. A replay system, like, first of all, that's going to help you so much with all the hackers and stuff, because you could just replay a game if you thought someone was hacking, and then, their mods and, their staff team can look at that, and that's going to be super fire. But, just aside from that, I don't know, man. Like, the Hive is making some big time changes, guys. They're constantly just listening to the community, which is the number one thing I keep saying. They keep doing it, so that's why, in my opinion, they're still the #1 Bedrock server, and they're going to be the #1 server in all of Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock. But most importantly, if they can add some new game modes, I'm saying in like the coming months, I'm telling y'all, we need some powerhouse game modes like Skywars or Treasure Wars, something like that. I think they're going to take the next step. Now, I want you guys to help me out, and, I can maybe even, message some of their, staff members and be like, yo, I thought, people have been talking about this, game mode, and we're thinking, is this ever going to come to life? Or like, just give them an idea, so leave it in the comment section, guys, what game modes you want to see the Hive add, because I know they're going to add more in the future. I know they're not just going to stop at this, and I'm seriously so excited to see the future of the Hive. Like, I just don't know how far. Like, I know they can go really far, but I don't even know what to expect now, especially if they add the replay feature. It's going to change everything. And you know, if they keep listening to the community, making these, you know, game modes they already have great, I mean, that's perfect. You know, that's exactly what Lifeboat doesn't do, and that's why I love playing on the Hive and love supporting them. So big shout out to the Hive. These are some of the smaller updates. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna have some bangers coming out tomorrow, and maybe a stream, so stay tuned for that. Turn them notifications on, drop that like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. But yeah, it's been your boy Pocket. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Empire out.